I'm Todd Williams. I'm the director of the film Cell, based on the book by Stephen King. To me, a phoner is, I think what King sees is that we all are becoming sort of digitized, the way that we used to digitize LPs and we digitized film celluloid. And
the zombie genre, all the rules are set at the beginning of the movie. It's a bunker mentality, and those other people, they'll never stop coming, and it's sort of an existential conceit that you know exactly what's going to happen. But this one, they're pulsed, and the pulsed crazies start attacking each other, and they're just murderous, and they're like rabid.
There's a development that's happening here that you don't see happening in zombie films. There's a sort of society forming that's very different from the ragtag organization of zombies, and these people seem to.
Sam comes from the theater and is a sort of master of precision and preparation, and John, on the contrary, likes to sort of continue to keep the thing alive and open to change and open to inspiration. And together they have to find a rhythm that works for the both of them in any given scene. And sort of watching the two guys and their processes collide, I think we got to something really spectacular.
Set and action! Fuck this! Let's go!
My character, a graphic artist who's very analog. He draws with his hands, and he draws like graphic comic books called The Night Traveler. And he's flying back from New York, where he's just sold a graphic novel, and then there's a pulse that happens where everybody who's connected to the internet or on their cell phones get reduced to their most primal instincts.
Tom was a subway train driver who happened to be below ground when the pulse hit, so he didn't have a signal, he wasn't on his phone, so now he's a survivor.
I really liked Alice. I thought she was very cool and very smart and different than somebody that I've played before. I've wanted to work with John for a long time. He's superbly talented, and Sam L. Jackson is, I mean, he's awesome. It was just a really great team. And
the makeup process itself is roughly about 3.5 hours with the wig. He has 8 or 10 prosthetics if you count the ears. For the facial hair for Raggedy, that process is, I'm using electrostatic flocking gun, similarly how they would flock a black velvet painting. Essentially, there's a low-level static charge, and I put a wet glue onto his face, and then I basically use the flocking gun and tap it, and then I use chopped up human hair, and what it does...
We ended up going to a cover set so we could work indoors, control our lighting, day and night, doesn't matter what time we shoot. We have full control over the lighting and the weather.
The stunts on this show are a wide variety. A lot of it is a lot of physical action. What I think the audience can expect on this show is just a roller coaster ride from start to finish. I mean, we start off big, we start off at the airport, total chaos. We go down into the tunnels of Marta, chasing them the whole time. We come up out of a manhole cover fight scene. Phoners are tackling people on motorcycles. And then we come to Cashwag.
What makes you think they're still there? I mean, no matter what or how it went down, don't you think they might have bailed?
They're safe. I would have left a message.